Welcome back to the channel US Rare Coins News, where forgotten coins turn into unbelievable stories of value and American history comes alive through metal and time. Today we are uncovering one of the most iconic and meaningful coins ever produced by the United States of America, the legendary Kennedy Half Dollar from 1776 to 1976, a coin that celebrates freedom, remembrance, and potential hidden wealth. This special Kennedy Half Dollar was issued to honor two of the most important moments in American history, the 200th anniversary of American independence and the lasting legacy of President John F. Kennedy, making it far more than just pocket change. This coin connects the birth of a nation with one of its most beloved leaders, and that powerful combination instantly made it memorable from the day it was released. When these coins were minted, America was celebrating its bicentennial, cities were filled with parades, fireworks, and patriotic pride, and the United States Mint created special designs to capture the spirit of freedom and unity. Millions of Americans saved these coins as keepsakes, but few realized that certain examples would one day become highly desirable collector items. The design of the 1776 to 1976 Kennedy Half Dollar is truly stunning and symbolic. The familiar portrait of John F. Kennedy appears strong and dignified, representing hope, leadership, and progress, while the reverse design features Independence Hall, the birthplace of American democracy, where the Declaration of Independence was debated and signed, making this coin a miniature monument to freedom itself. This half dollar was produced at a time when the composition of American coins was changing. Some versions contained silver while others were made with different metal blends. And this difference plays a major role in collector interest and long-term value. Many people unknowingly spend or store these coins without realizing what they actually have. What makes this coin especially exciting for collectors is not just its history, but the variety within the series. Some examples were struck with exceptional quality, sharp details, and beautiful surfaces, while others suffered from weak strikes or heavy circulation. Finding one in outstanding condition today is becoming more challenging with each passing year. Even more thrilling are the rare minting errors and special strike versions that exist within the Bicentennial Kennedy Half Dollar series. Some coins show double details, off-center strikes, or unusual finishes, and collectors are willing to pay significant premiums for these unique mistakes because they represent one-of-a-kind moments in minting history. Many people assume that because millions were made, these coins cannot be valuable, but seasoned collectors know that rarity is not always about how many were produced. It is about condition, composition, demand, and uniqueness, and this coin checks all of those boxes when the right example is found. Over the years, interest in bicentennial coinage has continued to grow as new generations of collectors enter the hobby. The combination of American patriotism, a historic anniversary, and the Kennedy legacy keeps demand strong, and prices have steadily reflected that enthusiasm. So before you dismiss that old half dollar sitting in a drawer, take a closer look, check the details, the condition, and the weight, because what appears ordinary at first glance could be hiding an extraordinary story and surprising value. Now for the moment everyone waits for. Certain 1776 to 1976 Kennedy Half Dollars in exceptional condition or with special characteristics have been known to reach values as high as $100,000. Yes, a single half dollar connected to American independence and presidential history could be worth a fortune. So keep searching, keep learning, and keep collecting. Today we are shining the spotlight on a fascinating piece of American coinage, the United States of America Kennedy Half Dollar from 1972, a coin that many people have handled, spent, or stored away without ever realizing its true potential. The 1972 Kennedy Half Dollar comes from a unique period in United States history, a time marked by social change, economic shifts, and a growing interest in modern coin collecting. This was nearly a decade after the tragic loss of President John F. Kennedy, yet his image remained powerful and meaningful to the American public, making every Kennedy half dollar a symbol of remembrance and national pride. By 1972, the composition of the Kennedy half dollar had already changed from its early silver years, and many coins were struck for circulation using a copper-nickel blend. While special versions were made with different finishes for collectors, this transition period created a wide range of quality levels, which is one reason collectors today pay close attention to this particular year. The design of the 1972 Kennedy Half Dollar remains one of the most recognizable in American coinage. The obverse features a strong and dignified portrait of President Kennedy, capturing optimism, leadership, and hope, while the reverse displays the presidential seal with the eagle, shield, and stars, symbolizing strength, unity, and the authority of the United States. Although millions of these coins were produced, most entered heavy circulation and were exposed to years of wear, scratches, and damage. That is why finding a 1972 Kennedy Half Dollar in outstanding condition with sharp details and clean surfaces has become increasingly difficult over time, turning condition into a key factor for value. Collectors are especially drawn to examples that show exceptional strike quality, full design details, and original mint luster. Coins that were carefully saved, stored, or preserved stand out dramatically from ordinary circulated pieces, and these premium examples often command much higher interest in the collector market. Even more exciting are the minting errors and unusual varieties that exist within the 1972 Kennedy Half Dollar series. Some coins display doubled lettering, off-center strikes, clipped planchets, or other striking anomalies. And error coins are highly prized because they represent rare mistakes that escaped quality control and entered circulation. Many people underestimate coins from the 1970s, assuming they have little value because they are not old enough or made of precious metal, but experienced collectors know that demand, rarity in high grade, and unique characteristics can drive prices far beyond expectations. As interest in Kennedy Half Dollars continues to grow, especially among new collectors, certain dates like 1972 have gained renewed attention, with collectors searching rolls, collections, and inherited coins in hopes of finding a standout example. So the next time you come across a Kennedy Half Dollar, take a closer look at the date, the condition, and any unusual features, because a careful inspection could reveal something far more valuable than face value. Now for the moment everyone has been waiting for. Exceptional 1972 Kennedy Half Dollars with rare errors or remarkable preservation have been known to reach values as high as $50,000. Yes, a single half dollar from 1972 could potentially be worth a small fortune, so keep learning, keep searching, and never overlook your change. Today we are exploring a fascinating piece of American coinage that many people overlook every day, the United States of America Kennedy Half Dollar from 1973, a coin connected to history, transition, and hidden collector demand. The 1973 Kennedy Half Dollar was minted during a period of major change in the United States. The nation was moving through economic challenges, cultural shifts, and a new generation of leadership, yet the image of President John F. Kennedy continued to inspire hope and remembrance, making every Kennedy Half Dollar a lasting tribute to one of America's most admired leaders. By 1973, the Kennedy Half Dollar had already undergone important changes in composition and usage. Silver was no longer part of regular circulation strikes, and these coins were mainly produced for circulation and special collector sets, which makes this year especially interesting for those who understand the difference between ordinary coins and well-preserved examples. The design of the 1973 Kennedy Half Dollar remains bold and instantly recognizable. The obverse proudly displays the detailed portrait of President Kennedy with a calm and confident expression, symbolizing leadership and optimism, while the reverse features the powerful presidential eagle holding an olive branch and arrows, representing peace, strength, and national unity. Although large numbers of these coins were minted, many were heavily circulated, spent in daily transactions, stored improperly, or damaged over time, which means finding a 1973 Kennedy Half Dollar today in exceptional condition with strong details and original luster is far more difficult than most people realize. Collectors pay close attention to coins from this year because condition plays a massive role in determining desirability. Coins that appear clean, sharply struck, and free from major marks immediately stand out, and these premium examples are the ones that attract serious collector interest. Even more exciting is the possibility of minting errors and special strike characteristics found in some 1973 Kennedy Half Dollars, including double details, misaligned strikes, planchet flaws, or unusual finishes, and these rare errors can turn an ordinary coin into a one-of-a-kind collectible. Many people assume that coins from the 1970s are too modern to be valuable, but seasoned collectors know that age alone does not determine worth. Rarity in high grade, unique errors, and strong collector demand are what truly drive prices upward. As interest in Kennedy Half Dollars continues to grow, more collectors are paying attention to overlooked dates like 1973, searching through old collections, bank rolls, and inherited coins in hopes of finding a hidden gem. This coin also carries emotional value, connecting collectors to a pivotal era in American history, when the nation was redefining itself while holding on to the memory of a leader who represented vision and progress. So before you dismiss that $half sitting in a jar or drawer, take a moment to inspect it carefully, look at the date, the surfaces, and the details, because what seems common could actually be something special waiting to be discovered. Now for the moment everyone has been waiting for. Outstanding 1973 Kennedy Half Dollars with rare errors or exceptional preservation have been known to achieve values reaching up to $40,000. Yes, a single Kennedy Half Dollar from 1973 could potentially be worth an incredible amount, so keep learning, stay curious, and never underestimate the coins you already own. Today we are diving into a fascinating and often underestimated coin from modern American history, the United States of America Kennedy Half Dollar from 1992, a coin many people ignore without realizing the hidden potential it may carry. The 1992 Kennedy Half Dollar comes from an important era when the United States was entering a new decade filled with political change, technological growth, and renewed interest in collectibles. Even though this coin may not look old at first glance, it represents a time when half dollars were no longer widely used in daily transactions, making well-preserved examples far more interesting to collectors today. By this time, the Kennedy Half Dollar had become more of a collector-focused coin rather than a circulating one. Many were struck for special mint sets and proof collections, while fewer entered everyday commerce. And this shift created an interesting situation where condition and finish play a massive role in determining value. The design of the 1992 Kennedy Half Dollar remains bold, dignified, and instantly recognizable. The obverse features the strong portrait of President John F. Kennedy, symbolizing leadership, vision, and hope for the future, while the reverse displays the powerful presidential eagle with shield, stars, and olive branch, a reminder of America's strength and unity. What makes the 1992 issue especially intriguing is the difference between standard circulation strikes and specially produced collector versions. Some coins were made with higher quality strikes, cleaner surfaces, and mirror-like finishes, and these differences are often overlooked by casual collectors. Over the years, many 1992 Kennedy Half Dollars were stored improperly, handled without care, or mixed with other coins, which means finding one today with pristine surfaces, sharp details, and original brilliance is much harder than people expect, making top quality examples stand out dramatically. Collectors pay very close attention to surface quality on coins from this era, because even minor scratches or marks can reduce desirability, while coins that remain untouched, clean, and well-preserved can command serious attention and demand in the market. Even more exciting is the presence of rare minting errors and unusual characteristics found on some 1992 Kennedy Half Dollars, including double details, off-center strikes, die cracks, or unusual planchet flaws, and these error coins are especially valuable because they represent rare production mistakes that were never meant to exist. Many people assume that coins from the 1990s cannot be valuable because they are modern, but experienced collectors know that value is driven by scarcity in high-grade, collector demand, and unique features, not just age alone. As more collectors enter the hobby and search for overlooked treasures, modern Kennedy Half Dollars like the 1992 issue are gaining attention, especially among those who understand how rare exceptional examples truly are. This coin also holds emotional value, connecting collectors to a period of American history defined by transition, reflection, and the enduring legacy of President Kennedy, making it meaningful beyond its metal content. So the next time you come across a Kennedy Half Dollar dated 1992, do not dismiss it too quickly. Examine the condition carefully, look for unusual details, and consider how it was stored, because you might be holding something far more valuable than you realize. Now for the moment everyone has been waiting for, exceptional 1992 Kennedy Half Dollars with rare errors or outstanding preservation have been known to reach values as high as $60,000. Yes, a seemingly ordinary half dollar from 1992 could potentially be worth a life-changing amount, so keep searching your collections, keep learning, and never underestimate your coins. Today we are uncovering a modern American coin that most people overlook without a second thought, the United States of America Kennedy Half Dollar from 1998, a coin that may seem ordinary but holds surprising collector interest and hidden potential. The 1998 Kennedy Half Dollar was released during a time when half dollars were no longer commonly used in daily life. Vending machines, stores, and wallets had slowly pushed this denomination aside, which meant many of these coins were set aside, stored away, or collected rather than heavily circulated, creating an interesting situation for collectors today. By the late 1990s, the Kennedy Half Dollar had become a symbol of tradition rather than everyday spending, and many examples were produced specifically for collectors, mint sets, and special releases, while only a limited number entered real circulation, making high-quality examples more desirable than most people realize. The design of the 1998 Kennedy Half Dollar continues the powerful legacy of the series. The obverse proudly features the detailed portrait of President John F. Kennedy, reflecting leadership, optimism, and a lasting national legacy, while the reverse displays the presidential eagle with shield and stars, representing strength, unity, and the authority of the United States. What makes the 1998 issue especially fascinating is the wide difference in quality between coins that were carefully preserved and those that were mishandled or poorly stored. Coins with clean surfaces, sharp details, and original shine stand out dramatically in the collector market. Many people assume that modern coins cannot be valuable, but seasoned collectors know that condition is everything. A Kennedy Half Dollar from 1998 that has never been circulated and remains in pristine shape is far rarer than most imagine. Collectors also pay close attention to special strike characteristics and unusual finishes from this year, as some coins were produced with higher quality standards, smoother fields, and stronger details, making them far more appealing than standard examples. Adding to the excitement are minting errors and production anomalies that can be found on some 1998 Kennedy Half Dollars, including off-center strikes, double details, die cracks, or planchet flaws. And error coins are always in high demand because they are unique and impossible to replicate. As time passes, interest in modern Kennedy Half Dollars continues to grow, especially among collectors who understand that scarcity often comes from condition rather than age, and that overlooked dates can suddenly become highly desirable. This coin also represents a bridge between generations, connecting collectors to the enduring legacy of President Kennedy while reminding us of a time when physical money still played a strong role before the digital age took over. So, before you dismiss that 1998 Kennedy Half Dollar sitting in a drawer, collection, or coin roll, take a closer look at its condition, its details, and any unusual features, because what appears common could actually be a hidden treasure. Now for the moment everyone has been waiting for. Exceptional 1998 Kennedy Half Dollars with rare errors or outstanding preservation have been known to reach values as high as $70,000. Yes, a modern half dollar from 1998 could potentially be worth an astonishing amount, so keep searching, keep learning, and never underestimate your coins. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss another valuable coin discovery. Thanks for watching and happy collecting.